Click subscribe to get latest news and don't forget to press the bell icon.
When cops knock at your door, you sometimes get nervous like you did something wrong and forgot about it. Or maybe you had too many on your night out and can't remember what happened after 2 a.m., but this time was different. Cops came knocking with some amazing information pertaining to W. Wasserman Schultz's little friend named Imran Awan. He's tried flying home to Pakistan to run from the authorities because the FBI was about to pull a search warrant on his house and grab some hard drives that Awan apparently smashed with a hammer. Awan is Schultz's old IT tappy who is currently detained for one count of bank fraud. People really want to know what's on the hard drives he smashed with a hammer, and this is where the good news shows up. Authorities reported that even though the hard drives were smashed with a hammer, the files were still retrievable. We can extract the data. There could be some deep dark secrets on those hard drives. Why would anyone smash a hard drive if there's nothing to hide? Here you go. Take my hard drive full of lame emails and records of me cursing out my boss when they're not looking. Or is there some dirty DNC secrets hidden on Awan's drives? One can only hope this is more juicy than a cold pickle on a hot summer day. Little Debbie is about to be nervous Debbie, because there has to be some good communications with her hidden on that disk drive of DNC hits. We're going to be dancing to the oldies when the authorities release this information. Or maybe it's a big fat nothing burger. W. Wasserman Schultz's former IT guy is about to have an ugly rendezvous with the American justice system, and even his decision to introduce Mr. Smashy to a number of hard drives associated with the case isn't going to stop the truth from coming out. That's the takeaway from cybersecurity industry experts who told the Daily Caller that even though Imran Awan took a hammer to several hard drives seized by the FBI in relation to the case, it would be very easy for authorities to extract the data from them. Awan was arrested last week at Dulles Airport as he tried to catch a plane that would take him back to his native Pakistan. Awan's attempted flight from the country came just hours after the FBI had executed a search warrant on his home to obtain smashed hard drives apparently connected with the case. Awan should change his last name to Away, because that's where he tried to go when he attempted to flee the country. Didn't Awan learn something when Hillary had hard drives smashed and bleached? Come on, take a few tips from your fearless Democrat leader. If he's an IT guy and thinks a hammer is all it takes to destroy a drive, then either he is completely correct and perhaps didn't smash it hard enough. Or, he's completely wrong and got his job because he knew someone, who knew someone, who knew someone else. Tom Hakeem, from WeRecoverData.com, thinks the data can be recovered within a few days to a week as long as the platters holding the data were not destroyed completely. Think about it, if Awan hit it flush with a hammer and didn't destroy the data, then we could be in for quite a show. That's bad news for Awan, and it could be bad news for Wasserman Schultz, too. Lest you think that the connection is just a tenuous one, The Hill noted that reports are afoot Awan was still on her payroll when he got nabbed trying to take to the friendly skies out at Dulles. Keep in mind that he and his family have been under investigation in this matter for quite some time and that the investigation became public months ago. It's not as if Wasserman Schultz first heard of this through the news on the dewy morn after her IT guy tried to pull a Robert Visco. Why was Awan getting paid when he didn't seem to be working or doing anything worth paying for? How does the American taxpayer feel about that? Do you feel ripped off for paying that man's salary when you're getting nothing on your return for the investment? I see two indicators of Awan being guilty of something. The first indication of his guilt is that he tried to flee the country to America soon after the FBI was granted the search warrant, most likely because there's something he's hiding and doesn't want to face prison if there's any reason for him to be arrested and tried. The second indicator of him being guilty is that he smashed hard drives with a hammer, likely in hopes to avoid sensitive information from being uncovered and leaked. Time will tell where this story takes us and what's on those smashed hard drives. You don't attempt fleeing the country and smash drives if there's nothing to hide. This has got to be good.